Welcome back, guys. I'm Vince Delmonte at vincedelmontefitness.com, and in today's video we've got 5 proven ways to gain muscle mass, and this is specifically for my skinny guys out there. However, if you're a little further down the road, if you've already gained your first maybe 30-40 pounds of muscle and looking to gain more, this information is going to be refreshing news because we're going to take it back to what's important, what actually matters. We're going to avoid all the BS that's floating around out there, all the red, shiny objects that are trying to grab your attention, and we're just going to get right into it. As you guys can see up there, one of the rules does allow for pizza, for burgers, and for pasta. Those are 3 of my favorite things. So we got to figure out how to include them within our program, because the best program is the one that you follow. So I'm a big believer on finding things that allow you to achieve your goals. That's all that matters, right? Being a part of some diet cult or some specific camp, who gives a crap? That's not why you got into this in the first place. So let's just get right into it. We're going to keep this very simple. So proven way number 1 is to understand the physiology that goes into building muscle. And there's the physiology, when I say that, I'm simply referencing, guys, the program design, how the program is laid out, what you actually do when you get to the gym, the exercises, the reps, the sets, the rest periods, how you manipulate things like frequency, intensity, volume, all those different hypertrophy variables. There's many more, but those are some of the key ones. And the main thing, if I can find my pen here, is that when it comes down to program design, the science is very clear. There's 3 things that contribute to muscle growth, and this was all found in a study done by Brad Schonefeld, and I'll link that below. And there's 3 things: muscle damage, mechanical tension, and metabolic stress. These are 3 different stimuli that must be present within your workout, whether it's in the same workout, whether it's rotating through the week or periodized in some shape or form. These are the 3 stimuli you have to periodize. In my upcoming book that's coming out to bookstores in October, I've got a 30-week program dedicated to what I call DTS training. If you just strip out those M's, you're left with DTS. So I thought it was kind of a catchy thing, easy to remember. But when you're training, if you're not focusing on muscle damage, which is really focusing on lowering the eccentric, in control, overloading the eccentric, going to failure with the eccentric, upon other ways, that's one of my favorite ways to do it. Mechanical tension, which is good old-fashioned heavy lifting without compromising form. And metabolic stress, which is good old-fashioned volume training with short rest periods, a lot of lactic acid. These are the 3 things. Guys, there's nothing more to it. If the stuff you're trying to do doesn't meet up to one of these stimuli, throw it out, because the science hasn't validated its efficiency, all right? So that's proven way number 1. Proven way number 2, guys, is what I call mass mechanics. And if you watched our last video, we went into depth on what the mass mechanic principles are. We talked about the principle of muscle disadvantages and ownership and respect. I'll put a link there for you guys if you didn't get to watch that one. But this is based on how to lift, how to direct tension into the muscle tissue, not into the joints, how to actually stimulate the stuff that we want to stimulate, how to overload it without overkilling it. All right, so we've got these 3 principles, and this is, again, this is the stuff nobody's talking about, and this is the stuff that results in what I call longevity. A lot of guys get really banged up in the gym. They end up having to take breaks, and they're always limping around. And it doesn't have to be like that, as long as you understand these things. So go back and watch that video. I'll put a little link in there if you want to watch it after. But there's the mechanics aspect. So it's not what you do, but how well you do it. So if you're not focusing on actually making your workout better and improving your movement in the gym, you're really just banking on just this one aspect here, the physiology stuff, and it's not as powerful when you combine it with this stuff, the mechanic stuff. The next one, guys, next proven way is nutrition. You guys all know about the importance of nutrition, but I want to really make it simple for you guys. A lot of guys are making nutrition far too complicated. When it comes down to nutrition, you've got to understand one thing. What's your damn goal? What's your goal? Is your goal mass, or I call it shred? or basically fat loss? Do you want to shred or do you want to gain mass? You can only pick one. And I'm going to make it really easy for you. If you're over 12% body fat, then you have to shred first. You have to optimize insulin, optimize testosterone, and you do that by getting leaner, all right? We don't have time to go in depth on that one right now, but if you're over 12% body fat, I consider you fat, and you need to lose fat first, all right? If you're already under 12% body fat, then we can focus on gaining mass. And basically, we just change the calories, or sorry, the macro split for these different kind of meal plans. For mass, we'd go something like 50, 30, 20 between carbs, proteins, and fats. And for shred, we would go something like 30, 50, and 20 for proteins, carbs, proteins, and fats. Very, very simple, guys. The only other thing what we would change, we're not going to go into today, is that we change the split based on whether you're training or not training. So on training days, we would change our macros a bit. On our non-training days, we change them a bit, okay? Other than that, we keep nutrition so dang simple, you won't believe. Proven way number 4, this is gonna be your favorite one. And this is where the pizza, burgers, and pasta come in. And this is for anybody who's under 12% body fat, 1 cheat meal per day maximum. Now, this comes with a bit of caveats. So I learned this one when I hired IFBB Pro Ben Pikowski to help me bulk up to 230 pounds. I was starting off at 215, and I told him I was having a hard time following the meal plan he gave me. It was a lot of food. It was pretty much all clean food, but it was just a lot of dang clean food to eat every single day. So what he said, I texted him, I said, yo, what do? I can't hit these daily calories, it's hard. And he simply texts back, have 1 cheat meal a day. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, bro, I mean, you're bulking. You're bulking right now. You're not trying to get shredded. We're trying to grow. We're giving you a surplus. If you can't hit the clean calories, get them in some other shape or form. So here are the caveats. Guys, this is such an awesome tip. So if you've got a meal plan, like let's say it's a 4,000 calorie meal plan, and one of the meals, you just can't get it in, but you're on the road, I mean, go to Five Guys and grab yourself a burger and fries. Or maybe go to your favorite pizza joint and grab a couple slices of chicken, make sure there's, or pizza, make sure there's chicken on it. Or go to your favorite Italian spot, grab some pasta and meatballs. So again, this is a really simple hack, whatever you want to call it, to get all your calories in while staying compliant to your diet the rest of the time, so you don't have to get discouraged. Remember, guys, there'll be plenty of time to lean out. But if you're trying to grow, 1 cheat meal a day, only on your training days. That's the last little thing. Don't start having 1 cheat meal a day on your non-training days, or you will get fat very, very quickly. 1 cheat meal on your training days, preferably on your bigger body parts like chest, back, legs, shoulders, and have it ideally after the workout, but it's not a huge deal, to be honest. This is going to help you hit your daily calories and keep growing, recovering, and staying compliant to the clean meals the rest of the day. The last proven way to gain muscle mass fast is to measure what you're doing. So there's a famous saying in the business world that says what gets measured gets managed, and what gets managed gets done. So if you're not tracking anything, how are you going to tweak it if you're not making progress? So this is really just boiling down to, tracking your scale weight, making sure that you're gaining good quality weight from week to week, and if you're not, making adjustments. Tracking your weight so when you come to the gym, you know what weights you have to outperform from last week. It's just having those critical numbers in your head that are your guiding point to ensure you're actually making progress. All right? So what gets measured gets managed. If you come to me and start saying, hey, Vince, I can't gain muscle, and I start asking you just little details like what are your macros, what are your calories, tell me about your workout program, and it's all up here, you're not going to be able to remember anything. We can't stabilize anything. We can't make changes. We can't make any progress. So again, write that one down. This goes for pretty much everything in life, guys. What gets measured gets managed. And I recommend you start off with the nutrition because that's going to be one of the biggest levers. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. We didn't hit the gym floor today, but the next video, I promise we will. And if you enjoyed that video, can you do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button below? I'd really, really appreciate it. Also, I got a free gift for you. Click that annotation up there, and it'll take you to a page where you can get your free muscle building workout. It's a completely free workout to up your gains, training smarter, not just harder. And all you got to do is put your first name in there, your best email address, and then confirm that you want it, and I'll email it to you right away. Now, if you're watching this video on your mobile, go to the first link in the description, click it, follow the same instructions, and I'll send it to you right away. That's a free muscle building workout to up your gains. Just my little gift to you for watching all the way through to the end. All right. Tell me what you want to see next. You know what to do. Let me know in the comment section below. Me or someone from my team always read the comments, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, so you'll be first notified when I upload the next video. Peace out, guys.